2022 quarters are valuable. A 2018 Roosevelt dime sold for thousands of dollars. All that more coming up right after this. So as always, guys, welcome back to Couch Collectibles. Let's just hop right into it. All right, guys, we're looking at some rare coins that sold for a lot more money than their face values. Some selling for, under $100, some selling for hundreds, some even into the thousands. So this first coin here is a Roosevelt dime from 1969. Now it's actually very common to have a 1969 Roosevelt dime in this condition especially, but this coin did sell for over $80 at auction because it has a split die. So when the coin was being struck, that die was split. You could see that line very faintly going through the forehead of Roosevelt, down through the face, through the neck, almost through the one of the date there. So that's an example of a split die strike. Now this coin is graded at a 50, so again, in this condition it's common to have, but because of that error, this coin ended up selling for over $80 at auction. Now, let's look at this next one. This is also a 1969 Roosevelt dime that also has a split die, but the coin sold for $107. $27 more. Why would it sell for more? Well, because of the coin's grade, its condition. The coin here is graded at a 58 as opposed to a 50 like the last coin. So 8 grades higher, $27 more for this coin. And again, it does have that split die as you can see there in the images displayed. All right, we're gonna get more modern here as we go, moving on to a 1979 Susan B. Anthony $1 coin. Now this coin here has been broad struck. You can see that around the rim of the coin. So always inspect your coins closely. You never know what you may come across out there, when you're purchasing coin collections, or if you inherit a coin collection, or even if you're going through coin rolls from the bank, coin roll hunting, you can always look for broad strikes on all kinds of different coins, not just $1 coins. But this coin ended up selling for $65 at auction. Now here's another Susan B. Anthony dollar coin from 1979. It looks very normal, like any old $1 coin would on the reverse here. But as we flip the coin over, you can see that copper coloration to it. And that is the actual inner copper layer of the coin. So if you look at your coin, if you have one of these coins, if you turn it to the side, the edge, and look at the edge, you can see that line of copper in the middle, on the edge of the coin. So this is that middle because it's missing the outer clad layer on the obverse on the front of the coin here. Now the reverse has the outer clad layer, the obverse is missing it. So that will actually give the coin a lot of value. This coin ended up selling for over $430 at auction. Now this coin is graded at a 65, so it's a decent mint state grade, but to have this at a 65 I feel like is still pretty common for a coin like this. Really, the majority of the value there is in the mint error itself. All right, let's move on. Something you could definitely pass up in circulation is this 1981 Jefferson nickel. Again, this is an error that can happen on all kinds of other coins as well. You can see that it has been misaligned. So it had a misaligned die when this coin was being minted. So you can kind of see that there around the rim of the coin. This coin sold for $430 as well. Wow. Next up is a 1982 Lincoln cent. Now you guys know I have made entire videos on the 1982 penny, on the 1988 penny, on the 1964 penny, 67, whatever penny you want to find out about. Just type it in the search bar, 1995 penny Couch Collectibles, and you'll find my videos on each different dated penny. Now this is a mint error coin. So the reverse looks very normal, but as we flip the coin over, you can kind of see something doesn't look right, and that's because the coin here, the obverse, was struck through a late stage die cap. Now, cap dies could take place on all kinds of other coins as well, of course. The die is what comes down with the design and strikes the planchet in order to create the coin, puts the design onto the planchet to create the coin, right? This was a capped die, and this is graded by PCGS at a mint state 65 red. So again, pretty decent grade here. The coin grading scale goes up to 70. 70 is the best grade you can get. This coin sold for over $130 $130. You'll also notice on the coin slab, the coin holder here, that it says large date, zinc large date. Now, we know in 1982, I won't really go through the whole thing. You can watch my 1982 video about that. But really, 1982 was the transitional year of, going from a mostly copper penny to a mostly zinc penny. And here's how you determine if you have a large date or small date from 1982. Now, for the large date, the 2 will come down and then it will make a straight right-hand turn, and that is it. But if we look at the small date, when that 2 loops around, it's got that little bitty curve in the middle before it goes down to the bottom and makes that right. So that is what you want to look for if you are looking for a small date or a large date. Now, the real valuable 1982 penny is going to be the 1982 small date with a D mint mark underneath the date that weighs 3.1 grams. So get your coin scales. I have those available in the link in the comments below, as well as coin microscopes and all kinds of other coin collecting supplies. So you can just scroll through that list and check it all out. All right, guys, so let's move on here to the 1987 Kennedy half-dollar coin. Now, this is what you would typically see in your proof coin sets because it is a proof half-dollar, and it does have a grade of a proof 69. Deep cameo, so a 70 is the best grade you can get. This is at a 69, but it does have a strike through on the reverse. So you can see that there as we zoom in there on the reverse of this half-dollar coin. This coin ended up selling for over $100, really because of the strike through. To have these at a 69 is probably more common than you would actually think. All right, next up is a 1 ounce American Silver Eagle from 1997. I mean, we buy these, a lot of collectors buy these every year that they come out. They want to have the whole collection of every year, every date. But this coin, has a mint error. So maybe, the mint delivered this to somebody, one of their orders, and they found it. I'm not sure how this one was discovered, but it does have a strike through. It looks like it was struck through, a piece of shavings, if you will. That's kind of the look that I'm getting here from this strike through. But it is graded and authenticated at a 67, and the coin ended up selling for over $310, mainly because of that strike through. Had this not been struck through, you're looking at like a, let's say, $25 to $50 coin, Really just depends on the date and all that good stuff. All right, now here's a 2002 state quarter. We looked at that missing cloud layer on the Susan B. Anthony $1 coin. Well, this one has the same thing. So as we flip this coin over to the reverse, this Mississippi state quarter is missing that outer cloud layer on the reverse of the coin. So this coin ended up selling for $480 as a result of that mint error. Now here's a 2014 penny. This 2014 penny here has a partial reverse plating that is missing. So pretty cool error. We've actually looked at numerous different examples of these on all kinds of dated, newer, modern pennies. So this one here from 2014 just sold for $159 at auction. Oh wait, so these coins actually sold together. So we got the 2014 that has the partial reverse plating missing, and then also the 2022. A very modern, newer penny here that has a reverse defective plating on the reverse of the coin here. So something you could always look for on your pennies when you're coin roll hunting, coin rolls from the bank, of course. Such a simple thing to look for. $160 for 2 pennies. Can't beat it, man. Very, very nice. All right, now on to the big coin of the day, the 2018 Roosevelt dime with the D mint mark. All right, now what can make this coin special? It looks just kind of like it's been circulated, been out there in the environment, nothing really too special here that really catches your eye, right? Well, someone was smart enough to really weigh this coin and inspect it very, very closely and realize this is not the correct planchet that the Roosevelt dime design is supposed to be struck onto. So the planchet is just the little blank piece of metal that before the die comes and strikes the design onto the coin, it's just a blank piece of metal. And then when the die strikes it, turns into a coin. It's got the design, right? So this is actually a foreign planchet from another country, and it's steel. so it only weighs 1.5 grams. Now you guys know Roosevelt dimes typically weigh about 2.2, 2.3 grams, 2.268 to be exact. You know, if you're just like looking at a, you know, brand new dime. But of course, they could fluctuate a little bit in weight, you know, after being in circulation and things like that. But in this case, you know, that's over a gram off. So, you know, someone was like, ah, this definitely isn't right. So fortunately, they got it graded and they made a lot of money. This coin ended up selling for over $2,000 at auction. It is graded and authenticated at a mint state 60. So really incredible mint error there. Modern one that, you know, just could easily be passed up for years and never be found if, you know, people out there aren't really searching through, you know, coins and their pocket change and coin rolls from the bank. I mean, such an awesome find. Love that someone got to find that and make some money off of it. Now this next coin here is a 2022 quarter, the Wilma Man Killer quarter. So everyone is pretty familiar with these, I would say, by now. We've seen these in circulation. There's a lot of different things that we can look for on these 2022, 2023, 2021 quarters, and so on, other dated quarters as well. So if you guys want to learn more about, you know, all about the errors to look for on 2022 quarters, check out those videos. Just type in 2022 quarter couch collectibles and you'll find those videos. Now this coin here has a error that we've seen before, but this coin actually just sold at Heritage Auctions and it's graded by NGC for $134 because it has an obverse retained die break, which we can see there at the top of the coin above Washington's head. So very, very cool mint error, something you can look for in pocket change or in coin rolls from the bank, you know, or your coin jar. You never know. You never know what people can find out there. So always be on the lookout for those as well. Over $100 quarter. You just can't beat it, guys. And don't forget, guys, if you want free $15 credits, you can head over to Whatnot. Hit that link in the comments below. It has all my social media, my Whatnot link, all coin collecting supplies for you guys. Hit that link in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe in the middle. Feel free to check out the videos to the left of me. And until tomorrow, I'll see you guys in the comment section below. This is Couch Collectibles, and this is where I disappear.